That's Curtis and Son Funeral Home. For funerals and burials and cremations, it's Curtis and Son Funeral Home. 256-245-4361. For pre-need, it's Curtis and Son Funeral Home. The North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. That's Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Vivian Dean Hale Fancher, age 86 of Childersburg, is Saturday. That service begins at 3 p.m. at Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, with the Reverend Mark Deason officiating. Burial in the Green Hill Cemetery. Visitation from noon until 3 at the funeral home on Saturday. Ms. Fancher died January 17th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Online condolences at curtisandsonfh.com. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Mr. Billy J. Ogle Sr., age 82 of Childersburg, died at his residence on Thursday. Funeral arrangements are pending. They'll be announced by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel. Funeral service for Mitzi West Lovett Cosper, age 53 of Sylacauga, is today at 11 a.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home, with the Reverend James Maddox officiating. Mrs. Cosper died Monday, January 16th at her residence. She was a member of the Browns Chapel Baptist Church. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Cecil Wayne Caldwell, age 77 of Sycamore, is Saturday at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Burial in the Tallahatchie Cemetery in Alpine. Mr. Caldwell died January the 18th at St. Vincent's Hospital in Birmingham. He was a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and also was a U.S. Air Force veteran. Visitation tonight, 5 until 8 at the funeral home. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Samuel Bruce Ferris III, age 75 of Ashland, died at Citizens BMC in Talladega on Wednesday. Radley Smith Funeral Home announcing. And Lillian Archer, age 88 of Sylacauga, died this morning in her residence. Radley Smith Funeral Home announcing the arrangements. Graveside service for Mrs. Jeanette L. Peppers, age 82 of Alexander City, will be today at 2 o'clock from Russell Farms Baptist Cemetery. Reverend Tony Harris officiating. The family receiving friends today, noon until 1:30 at the funeral home. Mrs. Peppers died Wednesday, January 18th at Russell Medical Center. And memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Eddie Buff Swain, age 63, is 1 o'clock Saturday at St. Campbell Baptist Church. The Reverend Richard Fair, the pastor, and the Reverend John Ragland, the eulogist. Interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Graveside service for Rob Bowman, age 69, will be today at 2 p.m. from Pine Hill Memorial Park. The Reverend Charlie Bolt officiating. The family receiving friends today, 12:30 to 1:30 at Ursery Funeral Home. Mr. Bowman died January 18th at Citizens BMC. Online condolences can be offered at urseryfuneralhome.com. Mr. Bowman was a longtime resident of Talladega, and he was a frontline foot soldier in the Vietnam War. Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, directing. Funeral service for Kinsey Leon Weed, age 34, is Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Little Jerusalem AFM Church of God, with burial in the Pine Grove Church Cemetery. Mr. Weed died January 13th at Talladega Health and Rehab. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. And Anniston Funeral Service, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Donnie Gaston, age 77 of Alexander City, is Saturday at 2:30 from Wayside Baptist Church. The Reverend Shane Dismuke officiating. Burial in the Flint Hill United Methodist Church Cemetery. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 until 8 at the funeral home. Mr. Gaston died Tuesday, January 17th at his residence. He was a member of the Wayside Baptist Church. And memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, in charge of those arrangements. These funeral announcements brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. For pre-need, funerals, burials, and cremations, it's Curtis & Son Funeral Home, 256-245-4361, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.